Hi, my name is Sedgie Franklin, and I'll tell you another story about what happened when I broke my arm. It was during football, but let me back up. It had been many years, and there were a lot of students who were telling me and preaching at me, telling me, come on man, you should join football. Come on, join football. I just kind of look at them and they call me a chicken. I thought, I'm not a chicken. And then freshman year happened and I thought, no, I'll wait, I'll pass on that. I'm not a chicken, but I'm not going to do it. And then I didn't do it my sophomore year. And then my junior year, I thought, all right, I'm going to go ahead and join football. So we played some practices and we did some play. We did practices, we went and I tried. We were playing football. It was about the first game. And I wanted to feel like I wanted to get the experience, you know? So I thought I'd continue. And I got close to the first game, about 2 days before the first game. And we were practicing that day. And we were practicing like scrimmaging, you know? And we were the same team, but we had been divided in two different squads. First string and second string were on one squad, and then the rest of us on the other, us rookies. So I was on that rookie team, and the coach told me, he said, go in, and I said, fine. And he told me that this boy, his name's Chris, that he would have the ball, and I'd get the ball from him, then I'd have to go through the line. But I didn't want them to think that I was chicken, so I said, yeah, I can do this, I can do it. And my coach looked at me and said, okay, fine, get to it. So I lined up, had on my helmet and my face mask. I was ready, and the quarterback looked at me and said, are you ready? I'm going to hand it to you. You need to go through that line. But the problem was, there was this big guy, 322-pound guy, third year of football, huge, across from me. And he hit me, and I flew and landed, and I broke my arm. I'm not sure exactly how I broke my arm, but I broke my arm. It was all bent up. It looked like a V shape. And I was shocked. I thought, how did I do that? So I straightened it out, and my team was like, ew! And I didn't know if it was broken or not. It was like plastic. I just thought I had tested out. And everybody was like, oh, gross, ew, sick. The whole team gathered around. And I straightened it, and I started to think, this is really awful. So I was laying there, and someone ran off to get some ice. I laid there holding my arm. And then they got a van, the assistant coach. He took me off to the nurse's bay. So we went, and as we were driving, I was yelling things. I'll bleep them out for you now here, but I was yelling. It really hurt. You know, before when I straightened it out, it didn't hurt at all. But now when I straightened it out, it was really painful and really dizzy. I felt dizzy. And so we were driving, and we finally arrived at the nurse's bay. And I said, my arm's broken. And the nurse said, calm down, just sit. And I said, I want to go to the hospital now. But they said, nope, you're going to have to wait about 15 minutes and someone will take you to the hospital. And sitting there with my arm, it was really uncomfortable and it hurt. And I thought, my arm's broken, they know it's broken. And they said, it's not that bad, it's not like a heart attack or something. I thought, true, I'll live. But it really hurt. So got in the other car and they took me off to the hospital. And there was this woman that I had grown up with. Really nice, really sweet there at the hospital. And I thought I'd have to wait for the interpreter for about 15 to 30 minutes, but the interpreter was standing there. I thought, what? I'm a little confused. Huh? You? Are you the interpreter? And she said, yes, I'm the interpreter. I'm the emergency room interpreter. I thought, whoa. She's already ready. She's already here. So they had called her and informed her that there was a deaf boy coming in with a broken arm. So It was a lot faster than I was used to having. Usually I would wait a really long time in the emergency room, like forever, on and on and on. So they took my blood pressure in the room, and we were waiting. I was waiting, waiting. And then the x-ray technician shows up, and he straightens my arm out. I'm like, whoa, no, whoa, why'd you do that? And he said, it's something we have to do. And I said, it hurts. And he said, well, too bad, that's what we gotta do. So he put my arm on the table. So he ran back and took the picture, and then he said, I have to take another one. I thought, So he turned my wrist upside down, so the palm is facing up, and we took the picture, and I had to wait. And that time I was so much pain, they gave me some medicine, a medicine called morphine. And that medicine, it's supposed to reduce the pain, and you feel nothing, but you're supposed to feel fine, but it still hurt. So anyway, I wasn't happy. The doctor said, just take the medicine, you'll be fine, you'll just enjoy the medicine. But it was no good for me. So he took the x-ray, and he's like, whoa, the bone was broken clean through. Like, that's crazy. So the doctor told me I was going up to the 3rd floor and I was going to stay the night. And I was like, oh no, am I going to have surgery this evening? He goes, no, you'll have surgery in the morning, sometime when you wake up. He said, like, what time? He's like, sometime when you wake up. And I said, well, I am in the hospital then. Well, I don't want to tell you exactly what time, because I don't want you to freak out or anything. So I just, when you wake up, sometime we'll have surgery in the morning. But let me back up a little bit. About the 3rd floor, I was laying there in the 3rd floor. It was a pretty fancy room, and they had a TV there, and it had closed captioning. I was like, whoa, that's really cool. About 2-3 minutes later, after I arrived, somebody came in with a cart, and it was a TTY, a phone with a light on it and everything. I thought, cool. I was really impressed with that hospital. That medical center. It was really cool. I think that they really supported the people that lived in that town, that population. And so everything that we needed for the deaf was right there. So back to my arm, I rested that night, and then in the morning, well, later in the afternoon, I had surgery. They had everything ready there. I was kind of freaking out. I didn't want to have surgery. They cut you right open. They flay you open with surgery. And so like, So I asked the doctor, will it hurt? The doctor said, no, it won't hurt at all. Lots of people have surgery. You're out when you have surgery. And there was this guy standing behind me, an anesthesiologist. He had a syringe with some medicine. And I asked him if he was finished with that, and he said yes. And I went to sleep right away. Just bam, I was out. And then the surgery happened, and I was done. And I thought, when I woke up, I thought, I'm done? I'm finished? Whoa. My arm looks the same as it did before surgery. But the nurse touched it, and it hurt. It really was achy. And there was a lot of pain involved. But then the pain kind of went away, and then I was able to leave the hospital. I was impressed with my experience that I had there. I was proud about their service. In the past, having to go to the hospital, that just gave me an upset stomach. I mean, just the thought of going. People didn't seem to care, forever to wait. But this place, wow. before the hospital, well, let me back up. There were some friends that came. I had about 5 or 7 friends that came, and they felt bad about my arm being broken. And the kid, the 322-pound kid, came in, and he asked, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm fine." And he's like, "Sorry, man, I broke your arm. It feels so bad." And he's like, "No, no, 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 you didn't break my arm. It wasn't you. I'm fine. I'll be fine." No, no, I don't blame you. It's fine. Really, honestly, don't worry about me. I'm fine. I had surgery, everything's fixed, everything's done, it's fine. He's like, "Okay." I'm like, "Really? Seriously? Don't worry about it. It's okay." So they left after we talked for a while. Let me explain a little bit more what happened to the boy. He had gone to school and he couldn't learn anything or anything. He was so worried about me and my broken arm and everything that had happened. And so he couldn't even concentrate. After about a week, I arrived home. About a week later, I went to school, and I couldn't really write very well. Everything was kind of ineligible or legible. I had to write with my left hand, and it looked like I was in kindergarten or preschool, you know, that big writing. But now, with my left hand, I can write really well. Right or left, doesn't matter. So, yeah, I'm happy. It was a good experience with football, but I really, really had wanted to play that game. Come on, 2 days before the game that happens. So then I couldn't play anymore, and whatever. But that's okay. Now I still have the scar right here. It's alright. So that's my story.